Hello and welcome back to Story to Satori. So we are almost on the last leg and we have started doing a lot of question and answer series with Shuchika Rao, Reiki Master. Yesterday she started with benefits and she gave you the 5 C's, and the 5 C's where children have a lot of issues with concentration and with getting more cleansing their energies. It could be around them and inside emotionally as well as physically. And then confidence issues. Most of the children do face confidence issues because of the bullying, or it could be because of peer pressure. And then increasing their creativity and calmness. And in this scenario, when there is coronavirus, they're sitting at home, their energies have to get more calm and at least focused and concentrate on few things, that so that they can do some creative things at this time. And we do not know how long this is going to go, and probably there is a lot of uncertainty around that, and the schools may not open. And Shuchika Rao, being an expert in healing children till the teens, she does it. So she's going to discuss the next 5 uh, benefits of Reiki healing. And she was in fact advising parents to become healers themselves yesterday, and that's where we stopped. So Suchika, can you just again explain why parents should become healers and what would the benefits be when they start healing the children?
See, we already have the healing powers in our hands. Okay,
Yes.
it just Reiki course will teach you how to channelize this. It will open up your pores, and it will open up the ways and the means to direct this energy of universal life force energy into healing. You physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually, emotionally, all the ways, holistically, basic, and how to
Right.
channelize this. And if a parent, or if the parents, especially the mothers, if they learn, because they are more in contact with their children, so once
Right.
they become healers, they can use it in different, they can get empowered themselves, they can heal themselves,
Yes.
and then they
Yeah.
can heal their children with all the small time issues, because there are so many uh, the mothers are intuitive, as you know, even fathers to quite an extent, because nowadays there's no gender thing. It's
Yes.
very wrong to say mothers are more intuitive, and it's not necessary. But so using this power of in the first hand, we can use these powers to heal. So this first part of the question, and as I said, there are different ways of
Okay.
healing, and I'll give you about 5 more benefits of
Hmm.
learning how to. What are the benefits of learning to become a healer?
Yes.
Besides the 5 C's which I explained to you yesterday.
Hmm. Hmm.
First is once you become a healer, that
Hmm.
is the beginner's level, you can heal
Hmm.
with your hands. So with that, you can increase the positivity within yourself,
Hmm.
and uh, you increase the positivity of your own environment.
Hmm.
Then you can break the barriers,
Hmm.
all the barriers which are there, hurdles which are there, you can remove them. You can visualize and see them removed, because once your
Okay.
visualization, your power goes, you can break those barriers. Then you
Can
also
you
have.
give some examples? Sorry to interrupt, but 1 or 2 examples for the hurdles and barriers. Like, is it
Yes.
the child's barrier or the parents themselves? They have their own barriers.
Yeah, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of them is coming from their own barriers,
Mm.
because parents, once they heal themselves, they feel
Mm.
their child will it's just an example. A child
Yeah.
is, all children are already inherent, they have all the capability. God,
Mm.
or whatever divine power, we are created with all the capabilities. It is just for
Mm.
us to discover them. And when you're born with all of them. So
Mm.
as you grow older, because of the external pressure, they get these, creativity gets completely blocked, because we'll say this, don't do that. This is
Yeah.
basically the barriers within yourself. So once you
Yes.
heal yourself, because most of
Mm.
the, I've seen a lot of parents, they'll say, I wanted to be a doctor, so I couldn't become, so I want my son or my daughter to become a doctor. these
Yeah.
are these are the things which which are which are seen so many times. So the
Yes.
barriers are within. When you heal yourself, you heal
Mm,
yourself of the barriers yourself first.
mm,
So then you will give the child, when you are empowered, then you will say, okay, let that, I know the child will do well. If you say the
mm,
child will do well, he'll definitely do well, because your mental barrier has gone.
right. Right. And
Plus,
that
you
gets
can,
in the way of the child's growth, right? I mean, it doesn't give the space. It's like,
yeah,
you keep a plant and you're all the time kind of overprotecting the plant. The plant cannot grow. If you have to
oh,
give it some sunshine, some
yeah,
rain, some little bit of,
yeah.
the freedom to grow.
Another thing is,
Yes.
when you have when you do Reiki,
Mm,
as you do Reiki, your hands will have the power to give your child that protection, the ability to, uh, um, suppose he has a barrier, he is feeling scared. So just
mm,
put the hand on your heart and your stomach. That's a barrier within the child. So when that healing comes, the child will become more confident. Suppose you're putting your hands on your shoulders, the confidence will come. So these are
mm,
removing barriers basically. And
right.
then also your ability to visualize your child's, my vision has improved.
Mm,
I have it has helped me, and with children I have seen how children have flourished when I used Reiki on them. then
okay.
uh, then after that, once you do this, the second level, that
Mm,
you are taught symbols,
mm,
which are, one is the power symbol, which
mm,
magnifies the ability for whatever the intention is. So
mm,
suppose you intend that so and so has to happen, so and so thing has to happen. So
mm,
you're already visualized that has happened, and you
mm,
magnify that using that symbol. So you have that power.
mm.
Isn't it wonderful that we have the powers in
Yes,
our hands?
of
Why
course.
do we have to pretend? Why do you have to have an external person to tell us what we want to do and what we want to
Yes.
create?
Mm.
Then
If
after
you're
that,
visualizing and you're giving, empowering it all the time, giving energy, so
yes,
it becomes, it manifests sooner,
yes,
right? Mm,
yes. Then the last one is protection,
mm,
providing protection to your child. Does the
okay.
protection symbol also,
Mm,
which is the other one,
mm,
which you can protect your child
mm,
wherever he is, and you can protect anything.
mm,
Definitely, especially when you're worried that the child will get bullied, or the child is not feeling unsure of going into any environment which you feel might cause him little difficult situation for him, you can protect him.
mm,
You give him the protection and you go, let him go. Even while going
yes,
for his exam, you think that child tends to forget, give him the protection, send him. He will remember everything. He will do well. So these are things which
right.
actually precipitate, and they are the very well, because children are more receptive to these things.
Mm,
We as adults have created more barriers, so it's more difficult for us
yes.
uh, to receive them and accept them as adults, because we have, oh ye hoga ki nahi, before we
Mm,
start before we start accepting
no,
something,
yeah.
we have already a barrier
Doubt-
in our minds,
Doubting the child, and even if it
doubting
is
that
spoken, probably that vibration goes and blocks,
it
that becomes a
blocks
barrier
the
for
child.
the child.
Yes, then
And
even a
Reiki can
simple thing
go
like,
and penetrate, break that, right? Mm,
even a
yes.
simple thing like, when we had this, when the child is going for a game, okay,
Mm,
the mother
mm,
will say, don't go and play with this child.
mm,
They have, sometimes they have, he is
yes.
a bad influence.
Mm,
You have already created a barrier in that child. Okay, this person is
mm,
bad. How can you
yeah.
decide that? Because the child is, children are children.
Yes.
So these are barriers which we create.
Yes. And these get dissolved by the protection
Yeah.
symbols, and
When
these
you say
symbols
that
are
go
what
and
is.
play, nothing will happen, just be
Mm,
careful, that's a
mm,
better way of putting it, isn't it?
of course. And these are all taught in the second level, right? I mean, the protection symbols and the
Yes.
power symbol, as
Yes.
well as this increases the bond between the parent and the child, right? The
Yes,
Reiki,
definitely, yes.
yeah, that
Once
is.
that
Uh,
bond is, it builds bonds, yes, because
mhm,
the child starts trusting you. And
Mm.
once
Yes.
your positivity, once you give solutions to your child, the child will
Mm.
come, definitely becomes, builds bonds. Thank you, Janvi.
Yes.
It
Yes.
makes, it makes so much of a difference, because, like, especially in this, you in this you say this coronavirus,
Mm.
it has created, it's brought people, a lot of people, parents together with their children.
Yeah, and this is a beautiful
Yeah,
time to
I've seen.
create. Already
Yeah,
bonds have been created now because of the
yeah, that's
presence.
what. So
Yeah.
they, when they used to leave their children in some daycare, going to work, coming back,
Yes.
picking them up, there was no bond. So it's,
Yes.
if you think of it, this has been a, in fact,
A
a
blessing in
boon.
disguise.
It's a
In
boon if
a
you
way,
think of.
it's a blessing.
It's a
And we
blessing.
never know, the new norm could be working from home, at least for many women. I feel some
Yes,
companies like TCS have already started saying
started.
that women can work from home, and they're looking
Yes,
because
then
they
that's a
also
very good
you
thing,
know
because lot of people,
yeah,
yeah, lot
why
of women
invest
had
in
to
all
give
the
up,
infrastructure?
yeah,
Yeah.
who had given up their careers because of their children. They can come back to work.
Yes.
It's such
Yeah,
a
they
good
can come
op-.
back. Yes,
Yes,
absolutely. Absolutely. So on this note, Suchika, really thank you so much for giving those 10 powerful benefits of becoming a Reiki healer for the
yes,
parents. And I want all the parents to understand that this is a very crucial time for the children, because the bond is now already there, and that cannot be suddenly, like, once the things become normal, then they should not feel that, oh, they gave us so much of attention, and now suddenly, like, right now again, they're going back to the old this, it
yeah,
could
we
become
have
a very.
attachment. Mm.
Yeah. So instead, if you start giving this Reiki, and then the bonds keeps growing, and you can enhance that also, as you gave the 10 tips, very, very powerful. So think about it. And we are going to, Shuchika is coming up with a course for parents, as well as
Yes,
for the, how they can heal the,
children.
become healers and the children. So,
Because actually, it is a full course, but this is an
hmm,
extra addition which I'm adding, which based on my own experiences, which I'm adding. Okay, which are the
okay.
points you can use to heal your child, which is
Oh,
besides the extra, besides the usual training, the course,
yes.
Reiki
Yeah,
course. Yes,
right.
this
So
is.
we have few more days, Suchika. We want to know how you will be conducting the course, how the parents have to go online. So tomorrow we are looking, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we have 3 more days left, and so we want you to explain in full, as the, at least after the course, after this 21 days. So people are left with, they got the benefit of getting Reiki, getting the healing from you, and then they understood what Reiki is, what are the benefits, and why people have to become, especially parents, become the Reiki healers. And there are levels, so you're going to explain on the levels as well. So thank you so much for being on Story to Satori show.
Thank you, Janvi. And
Thank you.
Janvi, I just wanted to add one thing. Once you
Yeah.
become a healer, you're a healer for life.
Wow. That's
Yes,
awesome.
you don't, because you're not, you, it doesn't cost you.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you. Yes, you're not
Yes.
charging. You're not being charged for it. You have the power. If you have not used it, again, cleanse yourself and do it again. Continue doing it. So you have the powers. Use this important Reiki power, and you
Absolutely.
should know it better because you're a healer yourself.
Yes, I am myself a Reiki master teacher, and
Mm.
I definitely know how much important, and for long stretches of time, if we have not used, and it all works with intention. It's like the switch. Suppose you leave the house, go for a vacation for 10 months, and you come back. You cannot doubt that switch, that when once you come back, you want the AC on. Just you have to put the switch, it starts working. If you don't put the switch, it won't work. How much ever you want it. So Reiki also is a sort of energy, and we healers, we master teachers, we are conduits, and it works with intention. So become a Reiki healer and heal your environment, heal your children. So we are looking forward to the next few videos with Suchika Rao. Thank you so much, Suchika.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Janvi. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Namaste.
much.